Why avoidants always choose these types of people for dating? Have you ever noticed that avoidant individuals repeatedly choose the same type of people, the kind, understanding, emotionally giving ones, and yet somehow they end up pulling away? This isn't a coincidence. There's a deep psychology behind it. Avoidants don't choose just anyone. They are drawn to a specific energy, one that feels safe to them. For them, love isn't just about attraction, it's about control, comfort, and predictability. They want closeness, but somewhere deep inside there's a fear, the fear that intimacy might take away their freedom or independence. That's why they often gravitate toward people who give a lot, who are always available, and who work hard to maintain the relationship. To them, these people are easy, the relationship exists, but the responsibility doesn't feel heavy. This is where the imbalance happens. Someone who constantly gives creates a predictable, easy dynamic, and the avoidant slowly distances themselves. Too much predictability, too much availability, it kills desire. Avoidants crave connection, yes, but they also need space and challenge to feel drawn in. In this video, we're going to explore the 6 types of people that avoidants repeatedly choose for dating, and the hidden psychological reasons that keep them stuck in the same patterns. Once you understand this, you won't ask, "Why wasn't I enough?" You'll realize you weren't doing anything wrong, you were simply too predictable for their attachment pattern. The overgiver. The first type of person avoidants are drawn to is the overgiver, someone who constantly gives, supports, and accommodates without expecting much in return. These individuals are naturally nurturing, empathetic, and emotionally available. They want to help, to care, to fix things, and often they believe that their love and consistency will pull the avoidant closer. Avoidants are subconsciously drawn to overgivers because they feel safe. There's no pressure, no risk of sudden demands, and the relationship feels low maintenance. The overgiver meets them where they are, providing emotional stability without challenging their independence. This dynamic allows the avoidant to enjoy closeness while maintaining control and autonomy. However, this safety comes at a cost. The overgiver's excessive availability removes tension and unpredictability from the relationship, 2 things that are essential for an avoidant to feel desire. Over time, the avoidant starts pulling away, not because they don't care but because the dynamic becomes too easy. There's no mystery, no challenge, and no reason to actively invest. The lesson here is not to stop giving altogether, but to balance generosity with self-respect and boundaries. When you maintain your own life, values, and energy, you create a subtle tension that avoidants naturally respond to. They begin to chase, rather than retreat. Overgiving, while well-intentioned, inadvertently trains the avoidant to take you for granted. By stepping back, valuing yourself, and allowing them to earn your attention, you shift the dynamic, turning the overgiver archetype into someone magnetic, instead of invisible. The emotionally available challenger. The second type of person avoidants are drawn to is the emotionally available challenger. Unlike the overgiver, this person does not bend to every need or chase constantly for approval. They have their own life, boundaries, and priorities, yet they remain emotionally grounded and present. Their availability is selective. They show warmth when it's earned, not automatically given. Avoidants are naturally attracted to this type because it triggers their curiosity and desire. The subtle tension created by someone who is engaged but not easily swayed makes the avoidant feel a need to invest, prove themselves, and earn closeness. They feel a challenge without feeling trapped, which is the perfect balance for their independence. This type of person communicates clearly, holds their own opinions, and does not over-explain or overgive. They maintain emotional stability, which makes the avoidant feel safe rather than smothered. By not being overly available, they create space for the avoidant's pursuit instinct to activate. However, this dynamic requires patience and self-awareness. The emotionally available challenger does not try to fix the avoidant or force connection. Instead, they remain consistent, confident, and clear about their own needs. This approach slowly draws the avoidant in, because they sense someone who values themselves, respects boundaries, and radiates quiet confidence, someone worth pursuing. In essence, avoidants chase the emotionally available challenger, not out of fear or pressure, but out of genuine intrigue and desire. The challenge lies in being present but not desperate, warm but not clingy, and stable while still independent. The intriguing mystery. The third type of person avoidants often gravitate toward is the intriguing mystery. This individual carries an aura of unpredictability and depth that naturally draws the avoidant's attention. They are not overly expressive about every thought or emotion, which creates a sense of curiosity and keeps the avoidant engaged. Unlike people who over-explain or overcommit, the intriguing mystery maintains a subtle layer of enigma that sparks fascination. Avoidants are wired to respond to challenge, and the intriguing mystery provides exactly that. They don't lay all their cards on the table at once. Their reactions, choices, and energy are measured, leaving the avoidant guessing in a way that feels compelling rather than threatening. This dynamic allows the avoidant to feel the thrill of pursuing someone who is not easily obtained, without the pressure of losing independence. The intriguing mystery doesn't manipulate or play games. Instead, they embody self-possession. They engage meaningfully, but their interest is earned rather than freely given. Their conversations are layered with depth, their body language confident yet unassuming, and their presence magnetic without being overpowering. Avoidants sense that there is more to uncover, and this naturally awakens their curiosity and investment. By offering glimpses rather than full disclosure, the intriguing mystery creates tension in a way that feels exciting rather than suffocating. This keeps the avoidant mentally and emotionally active, subtly motivating them to pursue and engage on their own terms. The independent achiever. The fourth type avoidants are drawn to is the independent achiever. This person is self-reliant, driven and focused on personal goals, creating an aura of capability and confidence that naturally attracts avoidants. They are not reliant on constant attention or validation, which immediately signals to an avoidant that this individual has a full, fulfilling life outside of the relationship. This independence reduces perceived pressure, allowing the avoidant to engage without feeling trapped or overwhelmed. Avoidants respond positively to partners who demonstrate competence and self-sufficiency. The independent achiever is consistent in pursuing ambitions, managing responsibilities, and maintaining emotional stability. This creates respect, admiration, and a subtle sense of challenge for the avoidant, without overtly demanding emotional closeness. Their energy communicates that they are whole on their own, making any connection with them feel like a choice rather than a necessity. Unlike those who overgive or constantly seek reassurance, the independent achiever sets boundaries naturally and prioritizes their own growth. Avoidants are drawn to this strength because it complements their need for autonomy while offering a model of maturity and balance. The dynamic feels safe yet engaging. The avoidant is inspired to invest but on terms that preserve their freedom. The attraction here is subtle but powerful. By demonstrating ambition, discipline, and emotional steadiness, the independent achiever motivates avoidants to participate actively in the relationship while still respecting their space. This combination of challenge and independence creates a magnetic pull that keeps the avoidant mentally and emotionally present. The confident nonchalant. The fifth type that avoidants are naturally drawn to is the confident nonchalant. This person radiates self-assurance and calm detachment, making them intriguing without needing constant validation or approval. They do not react anxiously to mixed signals or emotional withdrawal, which creates a stable yet unpredictable dynamic that avoids triggering the avoidant's fear of suffocation. Their presence communicates strength and composure, allowing the avoidant to feel safe while maintaining personal freedom. Confident nonchalers don't overinvest in every interaction. They respond thoughtfully but never desperately, maintaining an effortless balance between engagement and personal space. Avoidants find this particularly magnetic because it contrasts sharply with partners who overgive, over-explain, or chase after attention. Instead of feeling pursued or pressured, the avoidant is subtly challenged to show interest and effort, creating a natural push and pull dynamic that keeps them mentally invested. This type of person sets boundaries without rigidity, handles emotions with grace, and never appears dependent on the avoidant's validation. Their detachment isn't coldness, it's a controlled awareness that life continues regardless of the avoidant's actions. This makes the avoidant perceive the relationship as a voluntary connection rather than an obligation, which significantly increases attraction. The beauty of the confident nonchalant is their ability to stay present without attachment to outcomes. They exude intrigue and authenticity, inspiring curiosity and subtle pursuit. For the avoidant, this dynamic feels stimulating yet non-restrictive, striking the perfect balance between challenge and safety. The mysterious enigma. The sixth type that consistently captures an avoidant's attention is the mysterious enigma. This individual carries an air of intrigue, revealing only what they choose, leaving the avoidant curious and mentally engaged. Their subtlety and unpredictability create an irresistible allure, as avoidants are instinctively drawn to people who aren't fully available emotionally, yet remain present enough to spark interest. Mystery generates tension, which the avoidant interprets as excitement rather than obligation, keeping them invested without feeling cornered. Unlike overtly expressive or transparent partners, the mysterious enigma communicates selectively. They share glimpses of their inner world, allowing the avoidant to piece together understanding bit by bit. This approach triggers the avoidant's natural desire to uncover, explore, and win over the person, activating their pursuit instinct in a safe yet stimulating manner. The enigma doesn't chase validation, respond immediately to every message, or over-explain intentions. They maintain their own rhythms, hobbies, and interests, making their life appear full and rewarding independently. This independence signals high value to the avoidant, who respects autonomy yet is challenged to engage meaningfully. Additionally, the mysterious enigma embodies calm confidence. Their presence is magnetic because it blends accessibility with restraint, warmth with distance, and clarity with ambiguity. Avoidants feel drawn in without the pressure of closeness, allowing them to navigate the relationship on their terms while remaining emotionally invested. This type exemplifies how subtlety, selective sharing, and self-possession can naturally make an avoidant seek connection. For anyone aiming to hold their attention without chasing, mastering the art of mystery is essential. Now that you understand the 6 types of people avoidants are drawn to, it's time to shift your focus from analysis to action. Knowing these patterns isn't just interesting, it's a tool to reclaim your value and stop repeating the mistakes that push avoidance away. First, prioritize your own life and boundaries. Avoidants are drawn to people who hold space for themselves, so ensure your time, energy, and emotions are aligned with your priorities. Don't overgive or chase attention. Your presence should feel like a choice, not an obligation. Second, cultivate calm confidence. Avoidants respond to individuals who are emotionally steady and grounded. Show that you are independent, resilient, and capable of thriving without validation. This doesn't mean you are cold. It means you embody security, making them curious rather than pressured. Third, maintain mystery and selective engagement. Share your world, but don't hand over every thought, feeling, or detail immediately. Allow the relationship to unfold naturally. The subtle tension created by not being overly available sparks intrigue and motivates avoidants to invest themselves genuinely. Fourth, observe without personalizing their distance. Their pullback is rarely about you. It's about their internal system protecting autonomy. Respond with patience and self-respect rather than panic or over-explanation. Finally, apply these strategies consistently. Stop giving what isn't earned, focus on your growth, and let the avoidant choose to pursue you on your terms. If you want the complete step-by-step guide on making an avoidant genuinely chase you and how to embody these principles daily, click the link in the description now. Take action today. Your presence should be magnetic, not desperate, and this is your blueprint to make it happen.